welcome back. Bring in,
Hey, that intro went by quick. I was trying
I
to get up
know,
and chew.
I know. It's
I
30 seconds. 30 seconds is fast.
was trying to chew. Shoot,
It's crazy fast.
man,
I don't realize how fast 30 seconds is until you got that countdown coming.
man, it's
Then
all
you're
good though.
yeah, you're in a little trouble. Like, oh my God.
It's all good.
Absolutely.
Let me
So
share.
one, we
What's
give
up?
the people a chance to get in and get set up on our other platforms, streaming platforms, and all the other good stuff. But until then, how is the weather in St. Louis? How is that going for y'all?
Disrespectful.
Ooh,
It's just disrespectful. That's all I can say.
yeah,
It's just downright disrespectful. If you don't get somewhere,
yeah, y'all got
uh,
it's crazy cold there.
yeah, it's bad.
What's the temperature right now?
Oh, let me double check for you. It is now 19 degrees. Wind chill advisory is in place.
No,
Um, it is currently snowing. The low for the day will be 18, and we will get to that point at 12 a.m. Uh, it feels like 2 degrees outside at the current
Jesus,
moment. Yeah. So, as you
Jesus,
know, your girl is in the house. She will not be outside.
feel that. Uh, you can't be outside right now.
Uh-uh.
Turn into a daggone popsicle.
Right. And yes, I'm feeding my face right now, people.
Get after it. Get after it. And so, what else you got going on?
Um, you know what? Not much.
Well, that's not bad.
Just dealing life as it
Yeah,
comes at this moment. I will eat
yeah.
the rest of that tomorrow.
What is it?
Okay. I got a Philly cheesesteak and cheese fries from Pops.
Ooh, wee.
Well, it's pretty good.
Golly.
It's pretty
That's
good.
what's happening.
Yeah.
That's what's happening.
Hold on. What's right there?
Um,
Oh, gotta readjust.
we are just bracing for the cold weather to to reach us. It'll start happening
Mm-hmm.
sometime soon. So I ain't looking forward to it.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it's not gonna be a good time. It's
no,
not a good
I've
time at all.
been in California for the last 9 years of my life, and then I come back towards the Midwest, back home, and boom, boom. It's a reminder. It's an ever present
Yeah,
reminder of what is going on out here in these Midwest streets.
yeah,
Like
we
you
got
said,
real life weather out here.
yeah, the weather's disrespectful, horribly
So
disrespectful.
so disrespectful.
So we are gonna be without Dirt tonight.
Yes, he
Uh
has a previous engagement.
yeah, hope he has a blast out there and he kicks it.
That's
Uh
good.
what you got?
That is peach crown and Sprite.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm on a brown tonight, so we finna get.
oh, okay.
Oh
All
shoot.
right. Oh, hey. That's pretty cool. So I'm gonna have one of my screens up on Instagram. So family, we are live on Instagram now as well. They were able to patch into to StreamYard. The only difference is, however, the comments on Instagram on our Instagram live don't come through on the StreamYard platform or I don't think on any other platform. No, because I can't see them anywhere else. So if you have a comment on Instagram, bear with us. We'll get to you. I promise. So good evening, Maya. Good evening, Mal.
Hello.
Thank you for joining. We appreciate you. See you out there in these Insta streets. I think I'm one of the only people that calls it Insta, as from what I hear.
Oh
But
Lord.
But let's get into it. We finna talk about it. We were supposed to do this topic last week.
We were.
Yeah, we were supposed to do it last week. I'm going to put the link
My stuff is
in.
not acting right today. I don't know who been up here messing with stuff,
Hey, it's New
but
Year, New You.
and I'm trying to get it adjusted because like crap is all over the place and I don't like it. But here we go. I'll figure it out in a minute.
Oh yeah, that sucks.
Yeah. You know what? I'll just do this.
So
Okay.
so any I posted the link on in both StreamYard for all the other platforms as well as in Instagram. So if you click on that link, it'll bring you over into our live StreamYard link, and you can be a guest and hang out with us as we talk about Katt Williams and the spectacular interview, if you want to call it that, the famous or infamous
Mm.
interview. I haven't figured out exactly which way I want to go with it yet, uh,
Whew.
but we can talk about it. So that interview lasted all of 2 hours and 49 minutes, almost 3 hours, right?
Yep.
And I remember you were listening to it on one of our meetings, and I
Mhm.
some of it even before we had gotten to the meeting because I had heard about it. But listening to it on the meeting, I was like, let me go back and watch this whole thing because Cat's saying a lot, as pretty much the world over knows at this point. Uh,
Mhm.
and he went through. I don't think he left too many places untouched. There weren't too many things that he didn't speak about. So, what was your take on his interview?
Um. In more or less words, to me, it was entertaining.
Okay,
Um. It was uh interesting to say the least.
interesting.
Uh. Yeah.
All right.
Um. There's a lot of things that were said. They were kind of unbelievable, and I mean, I'm just ready to talk about it because
So what
there's
is
a lot to touch on because I have mixed feelings about it. Okay, I feel that you got some stuff that you feel like you need to get off your chest.
all
I
right?
get it, but at the same time, why not talk to the individuals that you trying to get this off with, and rather than going on a very popular platform and trying
Hmm.
to embarrass someone. You know what I mean?
You
Uh,
think you think he was trying to embarrass people, or
I do. I feel like he's definitely clout chasing. I felt like he
wow?
was. Uh, I mean, I'm like I feel like he was just for me. It came
Hmm.
off as bashing black men, another black man bashing another black man.
Okay,
It's how it came off to me. Uh, and I'm not a black man, so I can't say, you know, whatever. But that's how it came off to me, and it kind of came off like sort of haterish, like he was hating. So
okay.
that's kind of where I'm at with it, and yeah.
All right. So let's start unpacking it a little bit. Let's start
Hmm.
off because that's a lot. That's a lot. So let's go back to the embarrassing thing. What part do you think where he was doing the embarrassing thing, and primarily to who or to
I
whom?
mean, he pretty much embarrassed everybody that he spoke about. Everybody knows that Steve Harvey hair was not real. Everybody knows this.
I
As a
didn't know
matter,
it. Hey, I thought. Look, hey,
his
I didn't
hair
know.
looked like this microphone.
I didn't know it.
Perfect.
I thought he had the
Everybody know.
dopest barber running around Hollywood. I thought his barber
Everybody.
was just keeping him tight. I did
Everybody know
not
that there was
know.
a man unit. That was definitely a man unit. Everybody knows that. So
Look, wow, wow. I was the interview years old when I found out
a
that was
man unit.
a man unit. Like even Maya on Instagram is saying that she didn't know. She didn't know.
Everybody knew that.
I I promise. I thought his shit was just always tight. That's that's just what I thought.
Not one single hair out of place ever.
Not one. That motherfucker.
Ever.
Look, I thought his barber, once he got into the barber shop, his barber was like, "Come on, Steve, I'm about to go ahead and wash your hair up for you. I'm gonna condition it. We're gonna leave you under there for a little bit. We're gonna dry you up under this hair dryer a little bit, and then I'm going in. I'm finna go ahead and cut you up."
Mm-hmm.
Look, I'm just saying. I found out I was wrong.
Yeah.
Did not know.
Like that was entirely too perfect.
Hey, that hair was
So
crispy.
entirely too perfect. Not a hair out of place. Period.
Mm-mm.
Ever. Not nowhere.
Look, Simone on Instagram also said she thought it was real too.
Oh.
I'm trying to tell you, I thought it was a real freaking thing.
Hey, Shada. Well, and I think, I mean, like, and for you to like just to be like, and kind of what kind of man speaks on another man's hair? Like,
Hey, Shada. See, look, Shada didn't even know for a long time.
man, people have been speaking on this man's hair unit for years. How
Look,
are y'all not knowing this?
Katt Williams said it. I was in my head. I was like, "Sir, you are not
Blasphemy.
about to break me down like that right now. I am not about to believe in this. That is not a man piece. He ain't got to sew in." Yeah,
No, it
Steve.
was glued on. That was glued on.
Hey, they did a perfect glue in.
So
Perfect. Okay, so all right, I can
see,
all right,
people
Shada
people
said,
were telling y'all. People been telling y'all this. Y'all just ain't want to listen.
all
That's
right,
what that is.
Shada said she's seen it. Her friend said it was fake for years. But again, something that I didn't know, but
Yeah. But like
I
I said, I felt like he was just like he was out there just I mean I don't even want to call it cloud chasing because everybody knows Katt is Katt and he is who he is and he's been like he's funny. Nobody can take that from him. He's one of the most hilarious people I've ever seen live and on television. I've had the pleasure of seeing him live as well.
oh, you did?
Uh, I have, and I can't take away the fact that when he say he put people on that he felt like is funnier than him. I feel like he never lied because he had
So who did he
Red
put on that was funnier than him?
Red Grant, Leslie Jones.
Okay.
That's just to name a couple. Because when he came here to St. Louis and I went to the show with Leslie Jones killed it.
Yeah.
She used to go by Big Les, but now she's just Leslie Jones.
Okay. All right. All right. Yeah, and he's highly intelligent too. We can't take that away from him. Well,
No, he's super smart.
yeah,
But
I don't know.
and then
Go ahead.
also he also said he's never done any hard drugs. I really find that hard to believe.
Mm, I don't. And the reason why I don't find it hard to believe is because when he was talking about being 13, like one of the stories that he said Steve took from him when he was talking about being homeless and him being on the streets, him running into and encountering people who were on real hard drugs. And that's one of the things that made him never want to do that.
But does his mannerisms and his actions make you feel like that's somebody that's sober? Or
I
that's
never
not
said dude was sober. Like
I mean, that hasn't taken anything harder than weed. I mean,
Mm.
like literally I just can't believe myself.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, I drink alcohol too, but I'm not out here. I feel like he's grasping, I should say.
Okay.
Like
I'll give him that. I'll have to take him for his word or at his
I mean,
word.
absolutely, because I have never seen him do anything
Yeah.
uh any drugs. So I can't say what he do or what he don't. I
Yeah.
just don't believe in my heart of hearts that he hasn't done anything.
Yeah. I mean, I've seen people do some crazy stuff on weed.
Really?
Oh my God, yeah. Yes.
Oh,
Yes. Uh
hungry, happy, sleepy. That's
it
it.
absolutely could be an alter ego we see. So I was I can't remember. I might have been in Alabama. I might have been in college when this was happening. And some guys got some chronic and they were indulging and I couldn't at the time.
Hmm.
But I remember like watching a dude like just studying his hands for like 15 or 30 minutes. And I was like, my man. What's the problem over there? He's like, I think my hands are stuck. I can't move my hands. And I was like, "Are you sure that's just regular weed y'all got? Because I don't know if it'll make you do that. I mean, I know it'll slow you down some, but y'all must have got some of that cess." But anyway,
Mhm.
but I've seen people do some abnormal things when they was John Blazed. Just
Mhm.
throwing that out there. So and yeah, and like Maya said on Instagram, I don't understand. I wouldn't see uh his it's that sticky icky. I wouldn't see his why he would lie about it. I don't. Like, so I know you remember when
Because nobody wants to come out and say that they're smoking crack. That's why they will lie about it.
touche. Well, Whitney, she said she didn't smoke
Crack
crack.
was whack. No, she did cocaine because crack was cheap. Crack was
It's cheap.
whack.
Crack was cheap.
She told you that.
Yeah.
Oh, now he want to come on. He didn't want to come on and holler at us last week when we was talking
Yeah.
about you.
Come
Okay.
on, Flo. Come on, Flo. Let's see what you got. What's up, bro?
Welcome back.
Welcome back indeed. All right. So I can see why you would say that because his mannerisms are a bit different. Um, but I think all in all, his mannerisms have been consistent. And there have been like people that hung out with him during that time that was pushing hard drugs. And they was like they
Hmm.
when
I
he
mean,
would
like
talk.
I said, I'm not saying that he has. I
Mhm.
just don't believe that he has it. But I mean,
Okay.
but
Straight up.
I guess the same way people have kids and do drugs. This is the same way you can adopt them, and I mean, you don't have to show the people exactly. Like
Yeah.
when you adopt kids, for one, I know you don't have to take a drug test. I adopted my kids. There was no drug test involved. I just had to show up to the classes. It showed that I was one. I was a fit parent.
Oh
They came and
word.
checked my house as long as there's no drug paraphernalia around. That's it.
Okay. All
There
right.
was no drug test given. There was no alcohol test given. There was nothing.
All right.
I showed up to the classes and I adopted my kids. That was it.
If you did have drugs in your system, you still would have been good.
I'm sure there's very just like people can function on alcohol, they can function on drugs.
Gotcha.
So
I know very functioning crackheads and addicts. They function just fine. So
look, St. Louis full of them.
all the time.
St. Louis. Oh, remind me to run something by you when we get off. I was talking
Okay.
to my mama today, and she mentioned something to me that I did not know. That
Okay.
I did not know. And so Maya said he's always been weird like that. And despite it needing an interview, it was still it was still a business publicity for him. He was in character, and I agree with that. I didn't know that he was about to go on tour like damn near immediately after he did that interview. Right. And that's
I
part of
told you he's coming to St. and I will be going to see him when he comes here in March. March
right.
16th. I'm going to see him because it's that entertaining to me. It was entertainment and I feel like but at the same time he was being entertaining, he was also to me hating.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's how the black men are. So
I don't know if he's hate. No, hey, Shada. Welcome on.
Hey.
hey, Shadow. Oh, okay. Surprise, come through.
Right?
Oh, y'all
Right?
don't worry about this hair.
Surprise, come.
So
Why do
what
you
You
think
got the
he
same
been
model.
on? Why do you think he been on drugs? Because it's been in jail. Because I don't feel like he displays
Well,
tendencies of a dope fiend or something. He just
I
talk a lot to me, and comedians talk a lot.
I get dope fiend. I don't know. I get dope fiend vibes, but I don't. I just do. I could like I said I could be wrong. Um, but yeah. I honestly feel like he was also doing this because he's about to go on tour.
hmm
Yeah, I do feel that's why he went on right now. Now I do agree with that, but I think he just told the truth about stuff that people had already been on there and said. He just addressed what they said.
Yeah, and there was somebody else on Instagram that said he was exposing. He was just exposing. And
Hmm.
I agree with that
But
1,010%.
do y'all notice that it's only our people that try to expose our people?
Yeah, but even with that being said, especially in that venue, unfortunately, It's our people who keep crossing our people.
But other people have their problems
Nope.
right now. Right now, you got Aaron Rodgers and Jimmy Kimmel going at it. Like they
word?
have their issues.
But so I didn't know anything about the Jimmy Kimmel thing. I love me some Jimmy Kimmel, by the way, but he's hilarious. But but
Aaron
I just
Rodgers
felt
been
like,
banned.
I felt like in the interview, like he was definitely big up in the white comedians, but he was tearing down the black ones. He big up George Carlin. He big up
Jeff
a whole
Foxworthy.
lot of like Jeff Foxworthy, Larry the Cable Guy.
Yeah.
Like all these people he gave props to, but he was steady tearing down the black man. I did not appreciate that.
And I can't disagree with you about that. And I know that he big up them because they put him on. They put him on. So I guess that was kind of his way of paying them back, and putting that information out there. So, but I'm sure if it was a bunch of white comedians that would have crossed him like that, he would have been at him. You okay over there, bro? You just made me a little dizzy.
No, he just showed us the whole room. He trying to flex.
Right.
Nah, I'm actually making sure this thing is tight on here just in case it starts moving. That's all.
All right.
That's all. I don't want y'all doing no Katt Williams shit to me. I ain't flexing on it.
Hey. Look, I think Katt Williams is absolutely brilliant. I think he played the position very with perfect timing. I think he's finally gotten, and he's had a pretty huge platform already, but he timed it perfectly, and he stirred it up. I watched his Netflix deal last night.
Oh, the one on Netflix is on there now. Is on. Oh, okay. Okay, I didn't know.
Yeah, World War III is what it's called. I watched it last night.
That one came out. World War III came out. I think I saw that one. That one came out a while ago. But
it's on Netflix now.
But I refuse to watch anything new by Katt Williams until I watch the new Dave Chappelle that's on Netflix.
I seen that one too. Hilarious.
I gotta watch this.
So I when you guys, let me just get this straight. So when you guys, I just want to make sure that I'm on the right track.
Mm-hmm.
You guys were talking. I know, Wanda, you were saying that you were, I guess, upset that he was ousting black men.
Something like that. Yeah.
And Glass, you said you can understand, and then you said, but what was your but?
I was saying that I understood because it's our people in the industry that's crossing them up like that.
But white, the others definitely do it way more.
The others don't give us a chance.
Yeah,
but the others didn't do it to him. Though he only spoke on what happened to him.
We got to pause for a hot second because he does get after the media quite frequently, regardless of the race.
He's not talking about the media. He's talking about Hollywood in general. G.
Yeah,
he ain't talking about news channels and everything else. I understand that, but he's talking about Hollywood. To me, he was talking about Hollywood.
So Rebecca Streeter, I don't like using your whole Christian name, Ricky. Said I feel like there's a fine line between smoking people and spreading rumors. He didn't have proof to back up anything he was saying. I don't know about that, especially about
they're showing a whole bunch of it.
Famous, yeah. There have been a lot of receipts that have been coming out that have been dropping throughout Beyonce's internet, as it were, showing. There was a side by side deal with him and Cedric the Entertainer, showing when he did his joke and Cedric the Entertainer doing.
I mean, but what industry does not borrow from another genre or another era or another artist? Who has not borrowed? People sample songs all the freaking time.
But get them their props then. Don't act like it's yours.
Well, there's a.
There you go. I agree.
Yeah, I mean, but if you change it up, if you change it up a little bit, it's not necessarily plagiarism at that point. I mean, if you say it word for word, if you word for word, yeah, that's plagiarism. But if you switch it up and put your own little twist on it, shit, that's yours.
So let me ask you this. So just put that same thought concept.
Mm-hmm.
And You saying it's not plagiarism, but it's not lying if he changed it up a little bit. So,
Right.
I say lying. I said it's not plagiarism.
Okay.
all right, I'm gonna let it be. I'm gonna let it be. I'm gonna let it be.
So,
I'm gonna swing back around to it. Trust me, I'm gonna swing back around to it. I'm gonna let it
well,
be
hit
right
it
now.
now. Hit it now.
I'm
I
fine.
got
So
you.
I got to remember again. So I forgot what
Oh, okay.
so
I
let me
got you.
remember.
I got you. I got you.
Oh,
So I don't think I'm not playing any games on TikTok, bro. I'm not battling. It's a guy on TikTok is trying to battle me while I'm doing a live podcast. Make it make
What you
sense.
mean by battle? I'm not
hey
understanding. What do you
Chris.
mean by battle?
There are games that you can play while on TikTok.
Oh
So
Oh,
Lord,
okay.
no,
I don't know.
no.
I don't know about this stuff, Wanda. I don't know about this stuff.
I
He's
don't know
at
about
work.
that.
There will be no games. He's at
no
work.
game.
No games.
Nah,
Uh,
none of that.
hey
Can't play
Chris.
games, my man.
So,
But
but I mean, I just feel like, yeah. I mean, you may have very well wanted to get some stuff off your chest,
yeah.
and why not? Like I said, why not go to the individual you needed to get off your chest with? If it was that serious for you to expose it like that.
Well,
Why did they have to go right online and lie and say XYZ
that
and
part.
expose that?
Right.
They
Who
told the lie
lied?
first.
They woke up. They woke up the lion. You leave a lion alone. He left them alone for years about messing with his stuff. Years ago about it.
But who said? When did they lie? Who lied?
So when they went on Shannon Sharp show,
Yeah, yes. Shannon, because they did go on
everybody
Shannon.
show who they've been on. That's who shows he's going back to.
Yeah. Yeah.
Willie D.
Yeah.
I mean, Mark Curry even had a deal where he's talking about um Steve Harvey, because Steve had taken his stuff. So it's not unheard of. The only thing is, like y'all said, if you're gonna take somebody's material, you've
Give them
got
their
to be
props.
able to give them their credit. You got to give them their credit, and that's not what's happening,
But
unfortunately.
if they, okay,
They
they
don't
didn't.
have to say the joke came from them, but they could have said, I learned a lot from Katt Williams.
So
Nobody's
here's
saying
a
that.
here's a clear giveaway for both of them. And I'm a avid supporter of Said. He from the Lou. He from the
Mm-hmm,
Midwest period. I've been watching him since Def Jam and everything else before him. But
mm-hmm.
here's the but part to it. If one of the kings he left out from the kings of comedy, they're still alive.
Uh-huh.
He had no smoke for him at all because they're all history.
DL.
And DL said he didn't want none of that. None of it. And DL has already said how Steve was. He might not have said how said was, but
Right.
DL
Mm-hmm.
has receipts
No, and I'm not
said how
saying that.
Steve is. I would put his ass out there too. Why constantly take from the next damn man? Like put it all together. When I said don't just say because Cat was going after him just because of him using his joke. No. Cat was going after him for more than that.
Yeah.
Stealing shit from Bernie, all the little stuff that he's been doing throughout the whole industry. It's not just for that
Mm-hmm.
one thing. Somebody has to say it. It's just like that Me Too shit. That woman that started to me, I don't know who the fuck raped her, but everybody else started talking about that shit now. This shit is coming out.
Mm-hmm.
Mm,
And if you see the Me Too bitch that started, I don't know who the fuck fucked up.
She was
I
pretty in the 70s. She
Man,
was pretty in the 70s.
man,
Oh,
he was
now.
pretty in the 70s. So
oh my
man.
that's crazy.
Man, her nose bigger than mine, G, like a bell pepper,
Look,
dog.
I
y'all
know.
are out of control.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
We finna stop this train before it even starts. Y'all are out of
It's
control.
been a wreck.
I just want to know who
Correct.
hit it. I want to know who hit it. I want to see who is in jail. For it better be a white man too. It
Ray
better
J,
be a
he
white
hit it
man.
first.
Uh,
Ray
Mm,
J hit it first.
mm,
No, he
mm.
made a
yeah.
whole
So
song about it. I hit it first. Um.
Steve Harvey did try to
Where's
try.
Shadow go?
I don't know. Hopefully she comes back.
Yeah.
There was a lot of allegations that were saying that Steve Harvey had called the producers of the Ocean's saga.
But
And
honestly, I mean, okay, as far as Bernie Mac goes, Bernie Mac was definitely the funniest king of comedy. Everybody knows that.
easily,
It's Bernie, DL, Sid, and Steve, which is why Steve was only basically hosting.
But that's not what he wanted to do.
If you listen closely, that show started out. It wasn't the original Kings of Comedy. That show was Steve Harvey's tour at first.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it evolved into the Kings of Comedy because Steve Harvey couldn't open or close for nobody in that lineup.
Nobody. So the question is, do y'all think Cedric the
Hi,
Entertainer is
Aisha.
funny?
I think he's funny. I think he's hilarious.
I think he's hilarious. I don't take nothing away from the joke because if you want to go by who originally said the joke, it came from Designer Women with the man, the one man that was on Designer
by
Women.
my initials.
He the one that said it originally.
Yeah.
And then everybody changed it. But so I don't have a problem with it. Like I just say, give him his props. Like just say I learned a lot from him, or I learned this from him, or
or even something as simple as
I borrowed your shit.
A fellow comedian. Right, a fellow comedian.
Right.
But for the case that you talking about, Flo, after the show, it ain't nothing to call dude and be like, my man, I took your joke.
Yeah.
And I killed it. I slayed it.
Yeah.
I rocked it.
Yeah.
What's hard about that?
Especially if you know. If you know. It's a different think of it as a woman. Yeah, you're gonna be mad at me if I smash a chick you smashing, but if I don't know that you smashing her, you ain't gonna be mad at me about that. Think about it. Wrong or right? Wrong or right?
Yeah, at that level.
Yeah. Praise God. That's my anointment. That's my anointment coming down. That's my anointment.
It registered. Yeah, Katt's been talking mad stuff for years, right?
Oh my God.
And to that point, sir, he has not been sued for defamation.
No, he has not.
And the reason why he hasn't been sued for defamation of character is because it's true.
It's true.
There's I'm trying to think of who said it. I can't remember exactly.
He hasn't even been sued for slander.
Right. There was a person that said 99% of what Katt Williams had been saying about those guys is true.
Mm.
I'm
not saying that he's not telling the truth, but at the same time, why go this route? Like publicly expose, like I guess we can use the word.
They lied on him publicly.
They lied.
Who lied?
Because they told the stories wrong. They told the stories as if they created it, or they did it, or this is what they did, or this is that's how they told their stories. And then none of that happened. So you lied.
Flo better get his internet together.
Yeah. I don't know which one you're on, Flo. We can't hear you on that one.
Get the other one because we can't hear you.
Yeah. And so if they would have been able to simply, if they were truthful about what they were doing or what they were saying, I think things would have been a bit different.
Okay.
But that wasn't the case, unfortunately. It was.
And excuse me. That dark liquor be trying to kick back.
I see. I think some of the things that Cedric the Entertainer says is funny. But
Aisha said, fix it, Flo.
I did go.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we got you, bro.
I don't know who Aisha
Hey, that's Aisha. That's Aisha's glass, the one that you asked. That's her.
Yeah. Let me post the link. You can hop on also.
But I'm not saying, like I said, I'm not saying that he's lying, but I do feel like that there's a better way to handle things. And
so Wanda, you said when we were talking, you said we always say the better way. What's wrong with straightforward and ahead? Why do we always have to go around to appease everyone? What's wrong with straightforward?
Nobody said you couldn't be straightforward, but why be an asshole about it?
He wasn't an asshole. He was funny.
He was.
And guess what? You have to. You as a person, if you know Katt Williams and you know his history, his dialogue, his biography, you would know when he's ad-libbing to something that he's actually telling the truth about, but just adding on something to it or whatever.
Right.
But at the same time, think about it. I didn't even know this, but I kind of figured it. He was gonna break the internet and about to do a whole damn tour right behind it. Who's not?
Right. Like
I had no idea
going to
about
see
it.
him when
Who's
he
not
come,
going to?
when he come here in March the 16th, I will be there. So I mean,
Now, and I got what?
If I got class, I'm there also. We gonna be there.
Now I got one thing. Did y'all notice that every time YouTube was on after that thing happened, after that, on my end on YouTube, every time a commercial came up, it was Steve Harvey talking about you supposed to got this money and blah blah blah. Have y'all noticed that since after the Shannon started?
I get a lot of Shannon Sharp anyway because I watch his podcast.
No, Steve Harvey. Harvey. The little infomercials they be on.
Oh yeah.
I didn't see it. I didn't see it on YouTube.
Right.
I haven't.
So what is it?
It's irrelevant.
Okay. Hi, Miss Aisha. How you doing?
Hey, good evening. Good evening. Good evening.
How are you?
So what's your take on the spiel, Aisha? What you got?
You know what? My whole take is like me personally, I got a new profound respect for Katt Williams because he was like no filter, straightforward, and he was speaking facts. And the fact that he said he got receipts, and the only thing that he said he spoke on was stuff that he knew for sure was accurate because he was involved. So for years, I have always thought that, I like to watch a lot of comedy shows. I've been told a lot of times I need to be doing comedy, but nevertheless, I haven't like pursued it because I know it's so much going on in that industry. People stealing your jokes, especially if they good, or you got people that's gonna always come in and try to knock you down.
What you over there filing your taxes or something? Be still.
Filing his taxes.
Just over there, like
constantly moving.
Typing away, ain't he?
He is doing like what is going
Looking
on?
for receipts and shit.
Nigga, I'm looking for my weed papers. That's what I'm looking for. Since y'all really want to know shit.
He got the Katt Williams receipts over there. He finna pull them out on me. He finna pull out the Katt Williams receipts on me.
And I think I dropped some weed. Shit.
Oh my God.
I did. It's all on the floor back here.
Oh my God.
Don't worry about it. Lord is going to take it all right.
Aisha. He was distracting me. I'm listening. Go
ahead. You know what? He can't stop moving. He always moving when you're talking.
I see.
His screen gonna go black in a minute.
Right.
This part.
But you know what?
Yeah.
I never believed like Steve Harvey was ever. I'm one of the people don't think he real. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what nobody say. I never thought that Steve Harvey was real. Anything that he say, like the fact when he came
out, or you think he an AI?
Oh no! I'm talking about with the things that he say. Because we listen to him sometimes. I listen to him on the radio, V103 and stuff. And I be listening to some of the stuff he be saying, and then I be looking at the actions. Like you can say all this stuff you can say about everybody and what you think but you're not looking in, what's going on in your house. You know what I'm saying? Because stuff starts spilling out your house just as well as you talk about everybody else in their business, or what we should look out for, how we should move, and what we should think, especially women when it comes to men. No, man, that's some bullshit. What you need to do is start talking about your house, speaking facts, be real. He ain't never been real to me. Never been real.
I was on board with him for a long time. Like I was sold. I ain't gonna lie. I was with the thing like a man. And then I heard the real story of him and Marjorie. I was like, oh fuck no.
Yeah.
Fuck no.
See, when he started sending out books, about think like a man, telling women to think like a man. I was like, oh, this motherfucker in it for a payday. That's all.
Yep.
He's giving
Because he was sure letting the secrets out like a whole ass nigga. Even though y'all knew that shit, y'all knew a majority of it all, but y'all didn't know how to navigate the resources for that shit.
And
I still don't think he was selling facts on that neither.
He was selling dreams.
Exactly.
He was selling dreams. That's what was happening. And he influenced a lot of women to make wrong decisions, right? And end up with
some of it wasn't wrong decisions, like holding out for 90 days. That could be beneficial.
It can be, but look, hold on.
It's 2024. Ain't no holding out for no 90 days no more. I need to test the product before I buy it.
No, at a certain age, I understand the whole holdout process, right? Because you're tipping your toe in the dating and marriage pool. But once you've been through it once already,
drinking this brown liquor, y'all is old one. I ain't drinking nothing.
Once you dip your toe in the marriage pool and that shit that failed, right? No. And this motherfucker on his third.
I can feel you on that. I can definitely feel you on that.
Let's stop the bullshit.
I had that belief 20 years ago.
Your ass finna tell a grown ass woman that if you hold out for 90 days, this man's gonna just stick there. Fuck no. That dude gonna be like, motherfucker, I'm 37 years old. I got time for this bullshit. In 90 days, I will have paid $10,000 on my mortgage. What make you think I'm finna spend this on you? I got time, money, hard dick, and bubble gum, and I'm all out of bubble gum. My time is short, right? Yeah. And my cash is spoken for. 90 days, my ass.
So you need to tell me.
I agree with that.
Okay, so let's say that everybody was single and y'all were dating. Y'all don't think y'all can hold out for 90 days?
I wouldn't hold out for 90 days.
That's a hell to the no go.
Time is money. My time is very valuable. To waste my time to be with somebody that we can't even have sex, it ain't even compatible after the 90 days, then what the fuck did I wait for?
But how do you know? Because there's so much more to be compatible with that you find out within the 90 days.
I could find that out in 5 days or 1 day. Because you pretty much gonna know what you're dealing with when you get with it. That's it. I mean,
you know what? To see if we gonna continue this. I had sex with my husband in 3 days, and we've been together 25 years.
That's all I'm saying.
You hear me?
That's all I'm saying. This golly, there was so much.
Look, I ain't gonna even lie. The first day, I was like, okay, this horse.
I'm trying to stop laughing, y'all.
This horse is okay. Let me he can get a little water.
Like a week, 2 weeks, okay, I can gauge that because we're trying to fill each other out, right? And I'm also trying to figure out if she's worth my time, and if she's worth
90. And this is why y'all be having stalkers, because y'all don't know how to keep your private parts to yourself. This is why y'all got stalkers. This is why y'all got the crazy man and the crazy lady in the bush, because y'all don't know how to keep y'all private parts to people who don't deserve them.
If a grown
I married the person I gave it to on the first time, and it was all right. And it's been all right for 9 years. So this should be 10 years.
Later,
12 kids, and you gonna make me wait 90 days? You gonna make me wait 90 days? All of a sudden, this epiphany has come over you. All of a motherfucking sudden.
Because of Steve Harvey.
I'm hot. We grown. You know, it's that. And again, I'm just let me take another drink and shut the fuck up. I'm
Wanda, you supposed to change your toothbrush. How often do you change your toothbrush?
All women had that book in their house when it first came out. Every woman had went out and bought that book, except for me. I didn't buy that book. I just could not spend my money and get Steve Harvey no more money to shave his head with. So I said,
well,
you was buying Audrey outfits.
Thank y'all for coming out. God bless you. Good night.
or continue to teach his daughter how to be a hoe, because that's all she is.
Turn
God
Aisha,
damn.
turn
She don't wait
Aisha
90
camera
days at all. She ain't following her daddy.
turn Aisha's
He wait
microphone
90
and camera
days?
off.
She ain't read now and book of her daddy because she don't wait 90
Hey.
days.
No, she don't. She don't wait a day. She meet a nigga at 9:00 a.m., 11:30. She in his bed. 12:00.
Hey.
She posted pictures of him that they done made into a 1-year relationship.
And that's the type of woman I like in my life.
3 o'clock, she done broke up with him.
Praise
4 o'clock,
God.
she with
And
the
that's the
next
part I like.
celebrity.
They gone. They gone right after that. Yeah.
Too.
Podcast Living on the Road does not condone the voices that are being put on this
No.
podcast. I
I'm
do not.
She's so quick with it. She's so quick with it. She be sliding in DMs right on out. Slide right in, stop, and go right back out. That's
And
all
that
she
thing
do.
is, them DMs
I'm
are
not
shoot the ladder to
and
that child.
I'm with you on that, Wanda. I'm not saying just go around being man and woman whores. Don't do it. But
Oh no. I'm just saying, that's
hey,
that's what we paying for when we buy them books. Shit. We
right.
paying for his daughter, buy a new purse. You know what I'm saying? Go buy a new man, get a new man. Steve Harvey got to approve
And
every nigga
hey,
every 5
like
days.
literally. I ain't gonna y'all can say what y'all want, but Lori Harvey, she messing with some baddie. I'm just saying she didn't have.
I don't feel like she doing nothing
She
wrong.
is.
She
No,
broke
She ain't
no.
doing nothing
you
wrong.
broke
She
Michael B.
quick with it
Jordan.
though.
Like
All
she's
the baddies,
a
all
fucking
them
man.
baddies that she messing with slide in that black hole, cause and they be gone, cause that's how you know it's a black
Yeah.
hole. It
But
ain't
she
it
quick
ain't enough
with it.
money out here for her to keep tightening it up for all these different dudes.
And then too, you know what, Wanda, I hear you trying to give that woman some accolades or that young lady some accolades. But here's the thing: she's just Steve Harvey's stepdaughter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
She their
but he
Stepdaughter.
mother
adopted
child.
her. He
Wait,
adopted her. He
hey,
adopted her when she turned 21.
what makes her any better? Because she messing around with all these high profile celebrities than the woman that was the throat goat. What's the difference? That was messing with Shaq and every damn body else. What's the
You
because
talking
she
about
was messing with a lot of celebrities.
Yeah.
What's the woman lady, the throat goat lady that
Stephens,
started all that business?
not the throat goat.
What's her
Uh,
name? What's her lady name?
Corinne
Steph,
Stephens.
Who?
Corinne Stephens, Corinne
No,
Corinne
what
Stephens,
was her
Stephens.
nickname? What was her nickname for her? Like online.
Superhead.
Yeah.
There you
Superhead.
go, Superhead. What's the difference between her? Like you don't give her her flowers
She
too.
need her props too, cause
Give
Superhead
her
was
her
bad.
flowers too, Wanda.
She need her
Well,
Shit.
props too.
he got
A hoe
married
is a
once.
hoe regardless of which level of fucking poverty they come from, or whether it's the higher hierarchy or the lower. You know,
I feel
give that hoe her props too. Praise God. So let me hear you, Wanda.
Wait a
I
minute,
think she give her her props too.
She started high and went low when she went with Eddie Winslow.
But
So
she
she
was still
started high and
but
then she went back low.
she
She
still was
ain't
messing
never
with Wayne the
stayed.
whole time she messed with Eddie Winslow. She still was going to
Aisha,
Wayne.
Aisha and Shada. Y'all know that man is Darius McCrary. Don't keep calling him.
You right, you are so right.
Y'all are out of
Maya
line.
said Lori Harvey's mom trained her well.
Yeah, she did. She a professional. So mama a professional.
Yeah, and
Right.
she like drug dealers. That's why I don't know what made her go with
Right.
Steve Harvey.
And so to Katt Williams' point, you on your third one, you telling these
For
young
the
ladies
light
what these
skinned
women,
funny face. Why did
huh?
he called
And
them
then
the
did you
light
see all of them?
skinned
They was light skinned
Big
and funny
face.
face though.
Big face.
Lonnie
Niggas
light
out here
skinned funny
Where's
white
the
face
lie? Where's
that's
is
the lie?
part
blonde
of the
sugar.
package.
And who was
Y'all can
Where's
say
the
straight?
lie? Cat Williams didn't lie. Because if you
he
think
did not.
about it, he said Ludacris got a light skinned big face. Kevin Hart got a light
Well,
skinned
stop
big face.
saying it. It's
I said, damn, why you do Luda like that, man? Not Chris.
Oh my
You
God,
like
Sir Williams said that
oh
Lori Harvey
you don't
is
know
on the
sir.
board.
Sir the professor. Wait till he get on here. You don't know him.
Yeah.
He said she's on the board for Plan B. You know what? I believe that. Because she'd have been
hey.
pregnant some times before.
I don't know, y'all. I mean, she might just
Maybe
be
she
that
careful.
smart. Maybe her pull out game that hard.
Yeah,
Maybe she do what you doing right now with that glass.
It's quite possible.
Praise God.
So I think back to Katt Williams. I think the interview was very strategically placed. I think he did a great job. I think he was a little too slow to answer when Uncle Shay Shay was asking him things about his personal life. But I think since he knows where he is now,
Yeah, Rebecca, he did.
yeah, he's got the platform for it. Because remember,
And she got the biggest light skinned funny face. I'm just gonna say.
but he only dated. The rest of them married.
Ricky Smiley, Steve Harvey, even Cedric the Entertainer. These cats have been on radios for a minute, slanging their stories, telling everybody their stories, their side of the stories. Katt Williams didn't have the exact same exposure for that amount of time on different radio shows, but he got on Club Shay Shay and he ripped it. He
killed it. He killed it. And when he killed
2 hours and 45 minutes.
But did y'all see Ice Cube responded to Katt Williams too? And he said the only thing that there wasn't no facts that he said that was not factual was when Katt Williams made the statement about he wrote everything that he said on Friday After Next. He said that when they invite comedians to come on his, do his movies or whatever, he said they do go off a script, but sometimes, after they get what they get for they filming, then they go back and let them, just go ahead and just run with it and, just flow with what they think will fit. But he said that he appreciate the fact that Katt Williams spoke highly of him, and then you see Katt Williams got hard when he said when they was asking him about people saying Ice Cube not paying people, and he said that man paid good because that money came from his pocket.
Right.
Ice Cube, he repeated the same thing. And he said, nobody really ever came to him, but he been hearing it in the media. People been saying he don't pay that good. And then, like when, what's his name? AJ Johnson. When he passed, people got mad at him because they said, man, why you didn't go to his rescue, or why you didn't, like pay for his funeral and all this and that. But the thing is with Ice Cube, they have to understand that Ice Cube only had him in one movie. He didn't play in movies with Master P. He didn't play in movies with a lot of other people. Why y'all just come for Ice Cube because of Friday?
Right.
But I listened to Ice Cube
because you knew who AJ Johnson was before Friday.
You did.
Exactly.
You
So
did.
he didn't play it, like I said, he played in Master P movie Hot Boys. You can't.
And I got the hookup.
Yep, I got the hookup. So you can't just come for that man because of the movie Friday was a franchise or big or whatever. But
he was only in the first Friday, like you said. So
right. So you can't come at him about that, But at the same time, Katt Williams did get Ice Cube his accolades by saying, no, that man, he real good. He care about his people. He said he paid out his pocket. The movie came out his pocket. And Ice Cube said that. He said, I wasn't going to give y'all no bogus Tubi movie or nothing like that. I'm going to give you
Tubi movies be hit.
My God. I ain't going to talk about McGraw Avenue, but that's another subject. But yeah, but everybody got something negative to say. Even, what's his name? Ludacris came out with a diss record. Why would you come out with a diss record towards Katt Williams for telling the truth? And he really didn't say nothing bad about him. He just spoke the truth.
Yes, he did. He said that
he did say something about he went after Luda.
Yeah.
He said that Luda was bought by the Illuminati.
That's what he said. He spoke the truth, though.
Let me ask everybody a quick question. Because this hour is about to be gone. I don't know if I know, right? This shit went quick. Wanda, I don't know what all you got to do tomorrow. You got to work, right?
I do have to work in the morning.
Okay. So what I'll do, and I'm doing this tonight just because we on Instagram Live now, and I want to keep the party moving a little bit further. So Wanda, let me know when you got to drop off, and we'll wrap it up for you, but I'll keep the party going.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, let's keep going. Keep going. Keep pushing. My bad. I just need to put that out there.
Oh no, it's cool. It's cool. I'm enjoying this conversation because I've been ready to talk about this. I've been ready to talk about this with Katt Williams because I said, you know what? He said what a lot of people want to say but don't say because they scared.
I believe that too.
And he have no fear. He just came off like, he said, I'm going to tell it like it is. Let me get some more of that cognac. What was the name of that cognac? Because I want to try that. But he said...
It's Shannon Sharp.
Shannon Sharp cognac.
That's Shannon Sharp's cognac.
I'm going to find that because he said it didn't taste like wood at the end. And I was like...
He ran it down. I got to go find that also because he gave a very good report on...
Yeah, I don't...
But you have other people that even backed him, like Gary Owen came and was like, I have been offered myself.
Booty Chris. Okay, I'm
gonna go that is not what he
said. You know, old boy that took that position on Big Mama House. What was his name? Jackson.
Yeah.
Jackson something.
I thought he was Percy Jackson boy.
I saw what he said. He said, man, he said, one thing I should have did, he said, I should have listened to Katt Williams. He said, Katt Williams told me, man, whatever you do, don't put on that dress. And he said he should never did it because if you think about it, that was pretty much the last movie you seen him in.
Last movie. He can't even do Percy Jackson no more.
No,
did he do Percy Jackson?
He was the man. He was a half horse king in Percy Jackson.
Centaur.
Yeah,
the Centaur.
He said his career ain't been going like it, you know, like he thought it would. He said one thing. He said I should have listened to Katt Williams. He said because Katt Williams was telling the truth.
Yeah,
and he's right.
I get it. The dress thing do work for some of them. Like
no, the dress thing works for no man.
But it does because one was very funny.
Hey, how funny is not Shanae? I was just gonna say Shanae was telling funny.
Jamie Foxx was funny as fuck as Wanda.
No, listen.
I agree.
Listen to what I'm saying, Shada.
Did this fool go make a whole snack on
this? Man, dresses don't work for men. Dresses aren't cute.
I don't know.
I'm saying it got them the money. I mean, I guess it don't. To me, I don't wear I'm not into men with dresses, but to me, it didn't hurt their careers.
No, because look at what era we was in during the time that they was in doing that. But you gotta think about that too. When they was the era that we speaking of early 90s when we speaking of Living Color, Martin, stuff like that. The only man that you see in this new century that still wear a dress and making it is Medea, Tyler Perry. That's the only one.
Listen, ladies, I don't know why y'all ain't suspect of his ass too.
I always said he was funny. Cause why we never seen his child with his baby mama and them together? We ain't never seen neither one of them together.
And here's a comment on Instagram that ran stream by Maya. It says men wearing dresses to be less intimidating to the white audience.
I get that.
Let's be clear here. Dresses aren't for men, right? Dresses are specifically made for women. I understand.
They make big dresses too.
I understand playing a character, and it's different than a kilt. I understand playing a character. I got that. But what you can't take away from or minimize is a movement or a removal of integrity, first off, and secondly, being emasculated just to make money.
Mm-hmm. Did you say that just for
what about the ladies that wear suits?
Oh, they're just men anyway.
They're not playing a role.
Or are you saying that emasculation only happens on the black side, or does it also happen on the white side? Because you don't hear
this. Doubtfire was fucking hilarious.
Right, and you don't hear this about Tootsie and all of that.
Let me ask y'all this. How many white comedians, how many white actors have to play a role before they make
Robin
it big.
Williams did it in Miss Doubtfire.
That's the only one. But let's go down the
that he
Wanda,
wrote.
you said just one. Go down the line with blacks. We talking about the Wayans brothers and white chicks. We talk about Martin. We talk
That was
about Jamie
hilarious.
Foxx.
It
We
was
talking about Brandon T. Jackson. We talking about Tyler Perry.
You
We
got
talking
Wesley
about
Snipes.
There's
who?
another a white
Wesley Snipes
comedian.
did Julie Newmar back in
Thanks
the
to
day.
Juan Fu. What that thanks to Juan Fu for
Who
something?
won
Yes.
food? Thanks to
Yeah,
Patrick
yeah,
Wesley Snipes.
yeah.
Swayze.
Wesley Snipes. Come on
Holiday
now.
Heart.
But
not
Patrick
learning.
Swayze
You
did
know
it
what?
too.
That was the ugliest woman. I don't care what nobody say. Ving Rhames had no business
Dressing.
playing no holiday heart in nothing. There's nothing about that heart that was a holiday that even that I could not see
Well,
him naked in Baby Boy in the kitchen and then turn around and see him in a dress and a wig
well,
and
I'm gonna
then
tell y'all
acting
just like this.
sensitive.
Did
That
we not
man
Ving
was
learn
Rhames,
anything
ugly.
from
he may have
That
had
was
that
the
dress
ugliest.
on. He may have
did
had that dress on at Holiday Heart, but he let y'all know every Arby's commercial that he got the meats. Okay, so y'all better. Okay,
I don't
but
care,
not,
but he
okay.
was
not
one ugly ass woman.
did
That
we
man
not
got
learn
the meats. He
anything
tell y'all every Arby's commercial.
Even
from
transgenders look better than him.
did we not learn anything from Dave Chappelle? Right? When Dave
Yeah,
Chappelle was
yeah.
offered a very similar thing, he said, I can be funny without the dress. I'm not wearing a dress.
That's right.
Why do I need to do this?
That's
What's the
right.
But sometimes it's funnier in a dress. Can you imagine white chicks not wearing dresses? That was
Yes, I
hilarious.
can.
That was
I
so
can.
funny.
Because
No,
Damon,
you
When
can't,
he
because they wouldn't
Marlon,
be white chicks.
because
wouldn't be
them
white
cats,
chicks.
they still funny as hell. Now what I will say about white chicks is once I got older, I realized the genius behind that movie. I realized the genius behind that movie because that was literally whiteface, and that's what happened in that movie. I didn't pick it up when I was younger. I watched it a
Yep.
little bit after that when I was a little bit older, and I was like, oh my goodness, that's why they did this. That's why they made this movie. That's another story for another time. But again, if we didn't listen to Dave Chappelle, you go back and listen to the interview, watch what he says, because they're doing it in a certain fashion to specific men at the top
Of their
of
careers.
their games. And it will either make or break them.
But Will Smith never did a dress. Has Will Smith done a dress?
Yeah, Will Smith played a gay guy that was getting smashed in a movie.
Some
But he didn't have on
separation.
no dress.
I don't think
It
he had
don't
on.
matter. It don't matter. You know what?
He was
When
getting.
he played that part, I looked at him differently too, because he played that part too well. You
And
know
what
what?
movie was that? I missed
Six
that one.
something
6
separation.
degrees of separation.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
6 degrees of separation. But you know what? When he played that part, I looked at Will Smith so different. Then he tried to come out with Independence Day and some more stuff after that, and I'm like, dude, you still that bitch from 6 degrees of separation. At the end of the day, that's still you. You know what I'm saying? And that's probably when Jada said, I can't do this no more. That's probably when
I
she really
Oh
can't
no,
say
Jada
shit
said
to
it when
nobody.
she can't do it
I
no
just
more.
No shit.
I just take it
No.
like this. They play their role so well that you just couldn't get over it. Like to this day, my grandmother has a friend who hates Danny Glover for his role that he played in The Color Purple. She hates that man, and he
Oh
did
wow.
played 50 billion different roles since then. But
Yeah,
I just feel like that they play the role
I
so well that
I
y'all just
hate
can't get
Danny
over it.
Glover for Beloved. I hate him for Beloved. I can't get over him out of Beloved.
and
So
maybe we can cross this bridge at another time. But I don't like The Color Purple. I never liked the original fucking movie. I don't
What?
understand why these motherfuckers made a
I'm not
remake.
joining that
I am
conversation. You're
sick
gonna hurt my
of
feelings.
I'm sick of seeing us casting movies to where we have to fucking struggle. That's not
But
our
it was
only
passed
part of
in
the
1981.
No, it's not. But
man.
it is a
That is
part of
not
it.
our
And
only
you can't,
struggle.
regardless of how much you don't like it, you can't erase it. It happens.
It happened.
It is what it
Absolutely.
is.
Absolutely it happened. But that's not the reason it's being shown. And maybe we can have another podcast about Oprah, because Oprah didn't.
yeah, we need to talk about her
Yeah,
Illuminati
we can
ass
talk
too.
about Oprah. Yeah, put that on the agenda.
Because there was some like I'm so sick of seeing us in suffering fucking roles. I'm sick of seeing that
But
shit.
or you saying that it shouldn't have been made at all back in 1980?
No, I'm saying we understand the history, but if the only thing we're doing is watching it and it becomes entertaining and we are getting essentially it becomes a thing of sensory overload, right? And we become used to seeing that shit. That begins to become the defining moment of who we are, and we're nothing more than that. And that's a bunch of bullshit.
No,
I don't think so. I think that we're supposed
why didn't they make another? Why is there not another remake of something about the Tuskegee Airmen? Why haven't we seen anything about any of the Buffalo?
Nobody wants to fund it.
Why haven't we seen anything outside of Woman King? Why haven't we seen anything about great leaders and great Black people?
Panther got two.
And that was a mythical fucking movie. Why haven't we seen anything about
the morale of Black people?
Why haven't we seen anything about Marcus Garvey, which is something that is coming out? Why haven't we seen something like that? There's so much. None of what we're doing is monolithic. We understand the suffering part, and we don't forget that because that's in our DNA. We live this shit every motherfucking day. But
still.
TV to make this the propaganda and the entertainment of my motherfucking people.
So, but why not tell the true story? If he had to struggle to get there, why am I going to show you the sugar-coated part as if it was all good and this is what happened? No, I'm going to show you the whole thing. He struggled to get there.
Who was he? I lost you.
I'm just saying the Black person, the Black man or woman, they had to struggle to get there.
I'm talking about our culture in general, right? I'm talking about our culture in general. There are so many Blacks, like they should make a movie about Colin Powell.
And he
struggled. Do you know how great this motherfucker was?
But he struggled. He had to fight.
And I'm not saying to remove the struggle, but that cannot be where the story starts and ends. Every fucking movie we see, I can guarantee you it's going like that's the whole reason why they made the movie. That's the whole reason why they made the movie. They cloned Tyrone.
I didn't watch that shit.
Oh, you gotta go.
It was hilarious. I mean, it was good. I liked
hilarious. It absolutely was.
What movie is that?
They cloned Tyrone. It's on Netflix.
It's actually good.
It's on Netflix.
It's actually really good.
But to me, like The Color Purple doesn't end in a struggle.
It doesn't.
It ends in a growth. It shows the growth and with them coming out of the struggle and where they are at the end.
The Color Purple. That movie is bullshit. It's trash.
Mama. Mama.
That's my
They didn't even have that part in. They didn't even have that part.
They didn't do it in this new one. They didn't do that part in this.
They didn't do that part in the new one, but they
didn't.
But
Mama.
It was pretty good.
But this is what I'm saying. If I'm going to tell a story about if I'm gonna tell a story about Wanda, and the only thing that everybody sees is the beginnings of South St. Louis, right? And that's the only thing that I'm perpetuating. What you don't know about LaWanda is how intelligent she is how loving she is. You don't understand and know that LaWanda.
Don't be telling people that.
But why wouldn't you show why wouldn't the
you don't know that LaWanda has the capacity to be a doctor in the dental industry. You don't see that.
But why wouldn't your movie show her progression? I think
I'm not saying don't show the progression, but that's where all of our movies stop.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
That's the focal point of
I kind of agree with him. Like, when you think about it, the TV, it makes our culture look so bad. All these reality shows, how they pin everybody against each other.
I watch a lot of white reality TV. Y'all must don't know how bad these white people look out here.
Hey,
I do.
Potomac Housewives is ridiculous.
I grew up with them other.
Them New York Housewives is crazy.
They are.
Life after lockup ain't nothing but white people.
You know what? That's funny because that's what I'm watching now. Look.
Okay, what is it, sir? Go ahead and speak your piece, my brother.
They got some fucked up lives too. It's just that they not. For some reason, we don't focus on that. We bypass them. We overlook them.
It's not for some reason. It's purposely done.
But black people reality shows go get more views than these white people reality shows. At the end of the day,
we got to pause and play. What you got? We got a new panel. What you got, sir?
First of all, I want to say good evening to everyone.
Good
don't know,
evening.
but you ain't sharing that purse.
Good afternoon.
Why do you silly?
Well, yeah, whatever floats everyone's boat and whatever time zone you're in reference to whatever country you may be in. So, with that said,
In honor of God who's given the land
and all
above.
of that, with I heard mention of the movie Color Purple, and what I want to say to James is, for the most part, I'm not saying any of these sisters on this panel, but for the most part, James, you're really not going to win any type
Oh, I
of
know.
debate or discussion with women
Yeah,
about that movie
yeah.
because all black women have a subconscious emotional connection to that movie, right? Whether they want to admit it or
Yeah,
not.
I do.
Yeah,
Okay.
I
yeah.
do.
Absolutely.
Also, we need to point out that while situationally it's very accurate, Alice Walker created a fictional story. That movie is based on a fictional story that none of those people were real. The situations actually happened, right? Because we know in today's present time those types of things happen. But this is what we have to look at in The Color Purple and what James is speaking to, right? So after after Celie goes through, because I'm gonna hit a few points. I'm gonna try to be quick. So after Celie goes through her
We got
dynamic
time
inner
tonight.
awakening, and her sister comes back from Africa all renewed and rejuvenated with her children, and they bond. Right? Ask yourself this. Ask yourself this. In this particular trip that she's gonna take with Suge after she had been seduced. I'm sorry. After she had
Uh,
uh I'm sorry. After they had developed an alternative relationship to the relationship that she was already in, right?
The abusive
She,
one. Okay.
yeah. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. But that at the same time, that's neither here nor there, right? When you see the subversive nature of the storyline, how this woman comes into this other man's house, no matter how abusive it is, right? And
She
adds
didn't come
even,
in. He
hold
wanted her
on.
there.
So what I'm saying situationally is she came into that situation and brought even more confusion and division that was already there. So if we say that what she should did is not abuse, then we're only looking at it from one set of eyes, right? Also, let me say this, right? Because see, we always want to romanticize the downtrodden woman, and rightly so. But let's be clear. After Celie leaves Mister and she run off with Suge, they still are faced with, which is James saying, they are still faced with the reality of being black people during, I think that particular time period was like, well, around
The 30s.
1920,
30.
The
20,
20 or 30 or something,
1930s.
yeah.
Okay, right. So that was a period for black people. After we left the Reconstruction area, we moved into the progressive area,
the
right? It was so,
Renaissance.
right. It was supposed to be called the progressive area, right? At that time, after everybody goes their own ways, we still had to face the challenges of being black people here in a dissociated society, right? And there was no particular, if you will, focus for that particular movie other than, which should be rightly told, right? The emergence of a new mature person who had left one station of life and moving to another station of life. While I agree with the spirit of the story, it has been overhyped, it has been overplayed, and let's drop the last bomb. I am not particularly favored to black women who have white husbands and white babies attempting to tell black women's stories and the experience with black men. I'm really not a fan of that. And I'm talking about the author of the book, if y'all didn't know.
Yeah.
Alice Walker.
Alice Walker. Yeah, I get that.
Right. So she
Her
is
husband
in
white.
no she
Yeah.
is in no
Yeah.
Who told you that?
she is in no
No, she
He's a
cultural
is.
sister of theirs.
position. She
He
is
is
in no
white.
cultural position, right? She's not in a cultural position to expound upon a dynamic that she herself has not
I'm sure
I
experienced.
she
mean, I
had a
don't say
black
that that's gonna
daddy
take away from
and
her
a
being
black
black.
mama.
But
Why
you know
not?
what?
Why not? Why don't it?
I hear what he's saying.
Why
But
don't it?
if you also sit back and you think about in that movie Color Purple, everybody tends to forget the part that that gay shit started coming out in Color Purple, because that's when Suge turned Celie out. That's why she was like, Celie. I mean,
But
Suge. I'm going with
nobody
Suge.
talks about
Nobody
They
knew.
do talk
women's
about that
abuse.
part.
That's
Nobody
abuse.
really talk about that part, but from my
It's abuse.
understanding, because I'm not paying to go see
Because
that new
nobody
one,
really
but
read
from
the
my
book.
understanding, they told the story. That's the part they added in this new
No, they
version.
didn't. No, they didn't add it. It just came out in the book. It was in the book.
Regardless, she was still
If
a
you
fucking
read the
predator.
book, it was in the book.
She was
Suge
still a
was
goddamn
a dyke.
She
And
was a
then
In the
nobody
book,
want
predator.
to
she was
address
a
Period.
that.
dyke. In the
Suge was
book,
a
she
dyke.
was a dyke.
Suge didn't want Mister. Suge wanted Suge wanted some cuckoo. She was like,
But
she needed some pum pum. She didn't want Mister. She wanted Celie. She saw that was fresh. And
no,
she
that
knew
ain't how that started.
And she became a
Listen,
predator.
That's not how that
listen.
Body
started.
stripped
she
off the
did.
track.
She turned Celie out. Celie
That's
was.
not. I'm not saying she didn't turn silly out, but I'm not saying that's how that started. How she got to that house was because of Mister.
Yeah.
Yeah, she came because of Mister, but when she got there, she smelled something fresh. She smelled that new fish,
But
that
Yeah,
trout,
new
and
blood.
she wanted
they're
to try
bringing
to
it
trap.
out in the new movie. It was in the book. They just
This
couldn't
is why I
express
don't
it in
like the movie.
1980 when the movie
This,
came out
this,
because
this
it
is the
wasn't known
exact
like that.
reason why I don't like this fucking movie. Because it's too divisive. It's
It's a
Yeah.
too
bunch of shit. It's a bunch of shit.
it's way too divisive. Now,
It's too long. You know what? I like The Color Purple,
I don't like
but I
fucking
have
movie.
to watch it in sections because I can't sit down for that many hours. That's just like Women Abuse the Place. I couldn't sit down for no 4 nights and watch that one movie. Women Abuse the Place, because Oprah she had part in that too, and that's another movie that speak about the black women in the
I
struggle
And
remember
in
that
New
movie.
York.
that was the first
And
gay movie too.
That was
So let me
yeah,
ask y'all
Katt Williams
this.
in that movie.
So let me ask y'all this. So y'all don't
I'm
think
trying to
that's
figure out how we got here
I don't
because
know.
we
I
talked
don't
about Katt Williams.
Yeah, let's get back to Cat. Let's get back to Cat.
yeah, let's get back to Katt Williams.
We went down a
I'm
rabbit
trying
hole. My bad. I
to figure out
apologize.
how we got
I
here
think I kicked
because
that
this
shit
is
off
not
with
what
my
we was talking
disdain
about.
for the color purple. I didn't mean to.
We was talking about men. We was talking about men in dresses, and then we went into Danny Glover, and that's how we got to that point.
So you
And
gonna blame this
then
shit on me? Is what you saying?
Danny Glover ain't never
so
wore no dress. Danny Glover ain't never wore no dress.
You
no,
keep
he
trying to
did
blame this shit on me.
Denzel
Or what
Washington ain't
that's what
never
I
wore a
heard.
dress.
no, but he had to be a gangster to get an Oscar.
But I'm saying,
So
but Denzel Washington didn't have to wear no dress.
no,
He
no,
had
he
I,
didn't.
Thank you.
That's
James Earl
so
Jones ain't never wore no dress.
ever. That's motherfucking Darth Vader. Huh?
he
So
didn't.
so when you have people like Dressley Snipes, yeah,
Did you call him
Dressley,
Dressley?
he
Dress
did.
he did, he wore
Yes.
goddamn, and I was through
Samuel
with him. And I was through with him.
Jackson. So
And then
He
he,
was also Blade, so let's not forget that.
no, he's not Blade anymore. He's
That
Butter
That's right.
Knife. He's
he
Butter
was.
Knife. He's Butter Knife.
all I'm saying is Cat Williams had a point.
He's
He a
Butter
spork.
Knife.
Look, he a
He's
spork. He
not
ain't no
Blade.
butter knife. He a spork.
Yeah,
He a corner
he's Butter
fork.
Oh
Knife.
my
Right.
god.
Cat Williams had a point. He had a
Y'all are
point
out
when
of
he said that.
control.
No,
And
He
Wanda, listen.
definitely.
He's not Blade no more. He's Butter Knife, baby. He don't get that. He's
Y'all is
done.
out of control.
He definitely had a point. He definitely
That's
got his.
Nino
But I
Brown.
don't think it
I
was
don't know
all
what that's
Cat
Nino
Williams that set
Brown.
that up. I think Shannon Sharp set that up too.
You know what, Wanda?
oh,
He
Cat,
he he could be Nino Brown on what was that movie, New Jack City? But we all know, thanks to Juan Fu,
He's not Nino Brown.
no, he's Nina Brown. Look,
Thank you.
so what I will say about the Cat Williams interview is he did take over that interview. Shannon Sharp did not have enough time to ask him a different question.
Shannon Sharp say he started 30 minutes before they even cut
Right.
the camera on.
Right.
I don't even think he tried to ask a question.
He
couldn't
did.
get
He
him.
tried a couple times.
he was so shocked. He was shocked. He was shocked because he just was listening to Cat Williams. He was like, "Man, you about to get me cut off."
Right.
I really
He's
feel
like,
like
these my friends.
they needed a more intellectual person to interview Katt Williams for sure.
And
I don't think it was
would be
that.
hard because Cat knows how to control the conversation.
That's
You know,
what
he's
I
a
think.
You know he's a
Flo,
member
what
of
was that
Mensa
face
too.
for?
He's a member of Mensa.
I did not know that.
I made that face. Excuse me, sir. I made that face. A couple of things here, Wanda. I made that face because you said a more intellectual individual. Just because you go to school doesn't make you intellectual. Just because you have a
That's true.
degree.
Never
And
said
you
that.
know this. I didn't say that you did. But this is who this black man chose to bring all the publicity to.
Ooh.
This is the black man who he's in the every gay, white, black, men and women watch some type of sport, something. Whether they spouse like it, they lover like it, whatever the hell it is. They dog like it, god damn it. They watch it. He's on everywhere. That interview went the way that it was supposed to. In the military, they teach us how to control a conversation.
They do.
And just like he said, it wasn't that he didn't have questions. Katt controlled it from beginning to the end. I'm not going. He didn't do it. How do I want to put it? Advantageously or aggressively. He segued everything right into it, and I just like how you all he did was give Shannon Sharp a little bit to breathe and right back on his ass again. So you can have all the intellect you want. If you have a strong arm and a strong will, in hell, you paid me to come here to see you. I'm gonna control it too. Yeah. And on this dress shit, I didn't wear a dress a couple of times. So listen, but look, and my name is LaShante. But listen, goddamn it, I didn't put a dress on maybe 3 or 4 times in my life. But it was all in fun and play. I think the first time was in high school.
Like, because I know they do the powder puff things in high school.
Yeah, I wore a black little skirt as my mama high heels or some shit like that or whatever.
But so what's the
Wait a minute. I did get that shit from a movie. Aisha remember this because I was dressed as a woman one day and Titus was around. I can't remember what it was. Might have been Halloween or some shit. All right, here's the second time I wore a dress. I wore a dress in Dominican Republic. Doing they had all the males in the audience do some people were Whitney Houston, some men were this because it was all couple thing. And you had to get up there and imitate, but you don't know who the fuck you gonna be. I got up there, you know who I ended up being? That lady that sang the song on the Titanic. I don't know her damn name, but the white lady.
Celine Dion.
Andre Braugher ain't wearing no dress.
Who didn't?
Andre Braugher.
I ain't rich though, so I'm just saying, don't pass judgment on me. That's all I was saying. Don't pass judgment on me.
But you missed it.
Did you say if your dress pictures come out, don't pass?
They
don't pass judgment on me.
This is a judgment-free zone.
They didn't give you your funny light skinned, funny shaped face wife from doing that, and you ain't get
And you know what? My wife was light skinned and funny faced then. And when I was in the Dominican Republic, wearing that motherfucker. Come to think of it, I'm not lying.
She was crazy, though.
Come to think of it, goddamn it.
That wasn't no Illuminati type woman. That was what they call that place out here? That was a Jackson Park type woman. Jackson Park Hospital. She was crazy.
Joe Morton ain't never wore no dress.
So still after it. I was trying to move the conversation forward, family.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Jane. Move it forward. Move it forward, baby. I'm sorry.
My God. Y'all about to blow these eyelashes off. Y'all killing me.
Let's talk about putting them big motherfuckers on.
So
you said what?
Nothing.
I'm supposed to put me some on because I need some. I need to bat my eyes at somebody.
So what's the fallout from the Katt Williams interview?
Money.
Is it simply money?
More money.
All right.
Because he can make money because he coming here. Then what? A month later, Ricky Smiley coming. So people gonna want to hear what Ricky Smiley got to say.
Who the fuck really? Ricky Smiley ain't got no big venue. You know he ain't got no big venue.
He do when he come here.
He does.
Where you at?
In Missouri,
St.
St.
Louis.
Louis.
Now,
He got
he does the
what
stifle,
everybody else
and he
getting.
does the stifle, and he does the
Yeah.
What's the Scott Trade? Not Scott Trade.
So when he come here, he got the stifle, but he
coming
coming
now Enterprise,
and he coming right after Katt Williams come 30 days.
You know why? You know why? Because all y'all got is baseball and nothing else to do there. So that's why y'all venues like that.
Stadium.
I got you.
We have
hockey too. We have
hockey,
and that's who coming to see him. Everybody that like all the sports that y'all talking about.
He is. Ricky Smiley is funnier as a church lady. I don't too much care for Ricky Smiley's comedy. That's just me, and I don't have to. And for the people who like it, God bless them. That's just not my brand of comedy. That's all.
It's boring.
Now on a more
everybody making money off of it. I think everybody, because everybody's getting TV time. You got Jay-Z speaking on it. You got everybody coming out and speaking.
Well, I saw Jay-Z name on the Epstein list, so I'm just
Shut up.
To be quiet.
Shut up.
On a more serious note, no, I'm just saying.
My name is Wanda Sykes, talking about Jay-Z.
No, you know what? Katt Williams said, he said, it's 2024. He said, watch it, because everybody that joined that Illuminati is about to fall this year, and it already done started.
Well, if they on the Epstein list, they name coming out.
So,
a lot of the names that came out.
Let's start talk, y'all. Let's start talk.
No, it's fine. I just simply want to say now, we've had our fun and jokes, but I think on a deeper level, what Katt Williams is attempting to do, right, this particular time is to solidify the integrity of the black, comedy pool, acting pool in Hollywood, right? We are already a fractured people, right? And as long as we stay, continue to be divided and divisive, these people will continue to not only undermine and emasculate, I'm talking about men in general, emasculate men, right, through the media and through one of their most powerful weapons, which is propaganda. So maybe Katt Williams on a deeper level is attempting to call into question the integrity of these people whom he shared his craft with, right? Because at this particular moment, when you got these fake gender wars going on, and you have this lack of integrity amongst the black acting community and comedic community in Hollywood, right? We are in a dire state, and on each level of our participation in this country, there needs to be somebody to speak out. Malcolm X did it from a social political perspective, right? People like Richard Pryor and George Carlin did it on a comedic perspective, right? People like Sidney Poitier ain't never wore no dress, and he did it I'm just saying, he did it, him and Harry Belafonte did it on an entertainment level. So there has to be people, those provocateurs on each level of our participation in this country to speak out, right? And apparently he not worried about the blowback, because he done said a whole lot of fly shit, and he ain't worried about it. Mm-hmm. You see they got Diddy's nuts in the vice. Hey. They got Diddy's nuts in the vice, baby.
Man.
Yeah. Did he or did he not do it? Yeah, he did it.
He did it. All of it.
Can I interject real quick? And I wanted to say, if you can I say this? I ain't see a thumbs up glass or anybody else.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, so I zoned out a little bit when you guys were talking about the color purple. And ladies, I definitely see it from you guys' point of view, because I have a whole bunch of fucking sisters and a mother that I grew up with. Gentlemen, I definitely see it for yours, because I'm a damn man. Glass, sir, I agree with you on both ends. I agree with you completely. Glass, I have to disagree with you. The reason I think the struggle always has to be shown, you know why? Damn it, we don't never need to forget what the fuck could and has happened in the past. 2, I do agree with you on fuck the color purple, fuck that version of it. I agree. I say these horror films that they make, don't laugh, sister, because what I'm about to tell you is true. A majority of that shit is real, and is what they've done to our people in the past. If they need to show the struggle of when they were eating our people. Make that into the damn movies. Don't forget the damn struggle. Show the struggle when they started wearing alligator hide for shoes and boots, and they got tired of the white man getting ate, and they sitting the babies out there to fucking get baked the alligators in to fucking get fed off. Make that into the movie. Make it so shit because niggas ain't gonna sit up and actually read this shit, but they'll turn this TV on, they'll turn this movie on. The struggle never needs to be forgotten about.
No, so I didn't say the struggle doesn't need to be shown. That's not it. The struggle doesn't need to be our defining moment. That's what it doesn't need to be. And that's the thing that continuously is aired.
So if the struggle isn't going to be what is going to be our defining moment? Because regardless, when the defining moment finally does happen, you have to get through a struggle to get to the defining moment.
Because even James Baldwin had a struggle.
Preacher.
However, if you're not going to, like I was saying, if I'm going to describe Wanda and I'm simply talking about South St. Louis shit, well then I've missed a whole dimension that needs to also be highlighted.
Because I'm a thug.
Because she's South St. Louis.
James Baldwin had a struggle in and of itself, right? While he was here, but it didn't stop there. So if you show a movie,
people out here thinking I'm South
about James Baldwin, and it simply shows the part where he struggled, but it does not highlight his journey through intelligence and his intellect and his will to fight for his people. Well, then the only thing that people see is and understand about James Baldwin is that he struggled. Is that he?
Well then, if that's the case, that aspect of what you just said, it's been thought of 1,001 times.
Absolutely.
This is why I still say I agree with you. The powers that be, they're not going to show all of that as of right now. But have you guys ever heard of Tariq Nasheed?
Mm-hmm.
I follow a lot of his work. I do look. Yeah. Like the brother is dope. Can you just imagine if he had Tyler Perry's money behind him to do XYZ, to put the detail on what what James is speaking of? Like these brothers, and Sir know who I'm talking about. I already know he knows who I'm talking about. But he goes so deep into detail in words on paper. Can you imagine just how they put the details in these other movies that we watched? The Titanic, hell, anything white that goes into dialogue is going to be made, this is the journeys and this is the dialogue of this person and this is this. If we had the money to go into somebody like Tariq Nasheed or and other great composers of Black, I guess you could say, art, bro.
Yeah. And so I'm saying, if you're
we
going
don't
to
watch those kind of things. That's the problem. We don't.
But if you show something that the audience would grab, just say like you watch it from a trailer. It could be named something, but just because it's Black, if you watch the trailer and see a little Black baby getting his legs dangled by a white man and alligator snatching it, your ass will go see the shit because you want to know what the fuck is going on.
Absolutely. But what I'm saying is the experience as it has been propagated through American Airways has only been dealt with and met with as struggle. Our genius has not been highlighted in the exact same fashion our struggle has.
Well, in a minute, we're not going to even have.
Let's not forget about Hidden Figures.
That's one movie out of 1 billion.
But in a minute, we're not even going to have the people who would be making.
And who doesn't highlight Hidden Figures? Who doesn't highlight again?
Women.
And what is that doing? What is that again? A device? What is it? What did you call it? Is it this again? Because guess what? We're never not giving you guys your accolades, but I'm quite sure it was some Black men. I'm not taking nothing away from it because guess what? The roles could be reversed. They still need to show everybody who helped you out the damn way.
No, I liked the movie The Butler.
Oh my God! Really?
Absolutely, I did.
Hey, he looked like the woman who Me Too Me starred in The Butler. That's how that bitch looked like, just like that.
But with them removing critical race thinking from everywhere, how will the stories get told? They won't.
Hey, Trav.
Go ahead, sir, and then I'm gonna come back to CRT. Come back.
I the spirit is really flowing because that's where I was going to go, right?
Let him use you.
Because you have to ask yourself, in a time in our society where critical race theory is gaining maximum propulsion, right? And then you have movies like The Color Purple, which was set around in the time period in the 1920s to the 1930s, right? One of the other problematic situations with movies like this is that it makes Celia's struggle monolithic and demonstrable. What do I mean by that? It means that it makes her struggle as if that was happening or that was the norm for all black women, which we know is not to be true. And here's the point that I'm making. In the movie Rosewood, we've seen the absolute reverse treatment of we've seen the absolute we've seen the absolute reverse treatment in a black male and female relationship as Mr. pursues Skeet, and he did it the right way when met her family, so on and so forth. So what I'm saying is, when we get these waiting to exhales and these color purples, it makes it monolithic and demonstrable as if that's happening to that, like that's the normal life for a black woman. Girl, you get an old nigga, he gonna beat on you, cheat on you, and slang his meat on you, and all this old monkey ball
They don't
business,
keep white
right?
women away from them.
And but hold on, Wanda, I
But a
deal
lot
with
of them
that.
did back in the day, though. A lot
But
of them did beat on them and cheat on them.
but see, here's the thing. We have evidence that has occurred to
Well,
people,
that
right? To
backfired
women.
because it definitely don't keep the white women away from them for sure.
But what I'm saying is, when you have a counter reality, like I was saying in Rosewood, when you have a thriving black community where everybody is, in good standing with one another and everybody is promoting good, wholesome behaviors, right? It lets you see that this particular trope that they're pushing is not monolithic and demonstrable. Are there some shitty black motherfucking niggas that do dumb ass shit to women? Yes, indeed.
Absolutely.
And I am a enemy to those ignorant son of a bitches. I can't stand they dumb man. I don't, because I have a mother and a sister. But what I'm not going to do is allow the media and or these regular think tanks to latch on to these stories, as James was saying, as if this trope is the only trope that we had or have to offer or contribute to the social history of our progression in this freaking country. Because I have never ever seen Lance Reddick wear a dress.
So bringing it back around to CRT, what
oh my gosh,
people aren't really thinking about CRT in various different stances, right? And the reason why the movement to not have CRT taught at the collegiate level or any area in between is because there are things that they don't want to become relevant. Now, let's actually understand.
And that's the struggle.
It's not just the struggle, right? CRT is being taught, but it's not our CRT. You understand, right? Because every time we look in American history and we have to take these classes, that's CRT being pushed and taught. Your American Civics class is CRT, right? American History 101 is CRT. Going through various different movements of American progression is only taught through the lens of CRT, and that lens is white CRT. That's why even when it comes down to understanding who heroes are, understanding who built the country, it's not taught to you that slaves built the White House. But what is taught to you is who occupied the White House, right?
Yep.
Savior story has been given because CRT is being taught. Make no mistake about it. It's simply not being pushed or taught from our platform, but it's being taught. So if we're going to be against CRT, it needs to be in its full spectrum, that whole animal. Stop teaching white saviorhood, because that's their CRT. And we don't identify it because we have people that look like us saying, no, we want to push CRT. We want to teach CRT. So everybody can actually get an understanding of what the laws have done and how the laws have been made.
What's CRT, Glass?
critical race theory.
Critical race theory.
All right.
Yeah.
And you know what? I want to go
that.
back to what Sir was saying when he was saying about Alice Walker having a white husband or whatever, but wrote a book about black people. What we also have to realize too is that even though a lot of these movies that's supposed to portray our past or our struggle, they may be written by black people, but white people have came in and changed a lot of the story. If if you go and read the credits, I read credits. I read credits at the end of movies, and I look up people. I like to look up people. I like to look up stuff. So when you go look at it, it just say even that black person that wrote that book or wrote that story, the executive producer always going to be white people.
Mm-hmm.
You see, even when they did Rosewood is a black story, but paid for by the white man to create. What you say?
I'm sorry, y'all talking about him about my kid.
Oh,
and so Katt Williams has done something that a lot of other, not just Hollywood acolytes, but people in general haven't been able to do. He funds his own productions, so he can write
and all his comedians.
He can produce it the way he wants to. He can say what he wants to for a reason. Because when you do get those executive producers, they do have a huge weight and say on how things are going to be published.
Yep.
And if we don't understand that a lot of the stuff that is published, it's done out of the sake of propaganda and to continue the format to be divisive on purpose. Again, one of the reasons why I won't listen to and I don't endorse Sexy Red is because
you better keep your mouth off her. That is American.
I'm gonna keep my mouth off of her.
She want to go to Pound Town.
I don't. But the reason why
that is an American treasure. You leave her
the reason why I don't endorse it is because none of y'all have been to Japan. My sister's in Japan, and Flo. But that's what they see about the culture, and that's what you are automatically have to fight against. Once you you have to fight against that part of the narrative because they're not pushing anything evolutionary.
Act like that girl lied. Her booty hole is brown. Your booty hole brown. Your booty hole brown.
Your pussy pink.
Your booty hole brown. So where is the lie?
That not all black women are out there like that, just showing everybody.
All the black booty holes is brown.
Did y'all see her on the Breakfast Club? How she came at Just Hilarious?
She wouldn't even talk to her.
But Just Hilarious, I stand with her too, because she told her, she said, if I don't agree with what you're saying, I just don't agree with it.
And that's fine.
That's absolutely fine.
I like her for that. She kept it real. She wasn't trying to clear it up and say, no, I apologize. She said she stood on that. She stood on that. She said, if I don't like what you're saying, I don't like what you're saying.
Listen, I understand standing on things, but if you're standing on something that's a foolishness and tomfoolery, get the fuck down.
But y'all act like our songs wasn't as bad as
no, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, if you say something foolish and you find out that it's foolish, stop standing on it.
Because so Doodle Brown wasn't foolish?
Huh?
Like we were singing Doodle Brown back in the day.
And I don't play that shit to this day. I don't play it. Because I figured out, oh my God, this is selling us. This is selling. We're whores. That's what it made us look like.
Oh, Doodle Brown, only thing he just said face down, ass up. He didn't say put the tip of it is brown or nothing. Like, he ain't going to.
It had the same connotation behind it, right? It had a very similar weight. So yeah, don't get me wrong. Now I understand shit that's in clubs and party and all the other good stuff. That's not what I'm saying. But we have to be like we got to be honest with some shit. We
Like
do.
I be listening to like some of these songs from like back in the day, baby. They be rough. Like
You're right, but think about this. Think about this. Think about this. Here it is. Here it is. We're all 40 plus. Back in the day when we heard them songs, we were probably in our teens or just about to be teens. I.e., NWA, Luke. It took me to literally 2 years ago to finally realize the song that I love is the world's biggest dick. And my man talking about, oh shit, it's the preacher's daughter.
It's 11 o'clock.
But you
And
was
she
listening to
only,
it
wait a
hard.
minute, and she only 13. And we're running a train on it. I don't have nothing NWA in my phone no more, literally, when I literally found out, like literally listen to the lyrics. Because as a young man, all you hearing about, it's the world's biggest dick. Don't matter, just don't bite it. You don't know the motherfucking lyrics, and you might know a little bit of the lyrics, but you don't know what the fuck it mean.
I wonder if you go through all your songs, how much you would have to get rid of.
I've taken that stance. I'm a musician. I've taken that stance, and there is a lot of stuff that I had to dump. I had to dump.
But I'm still into R. Kelly.
Me too.
I'm not letting go of Kales. I ain't letting go of Kales.
That's where y'all draw the line.
Kales got me through 3 divorces, goddamn it. Shit, Kales is all right with me. Shit.
I never said.
What he told you when that woman was fed up?
So I'm just saying
we
have
told you that woman was fed up. That's what.
Hey, can y'all put the YSL trial on your agenda? Because it has been hilarious.
So go ahead, sir. I'm reading your comment, but I prefer you to actually read.
I don't have anything, I always enjoy talking to y'all because it's very, informative. Everybody has very, very well, articulated points. My thing simply is that when it comes to the level of entertainment that we ingest and digest, right? I know it has changed for me over the years, and I'm very wary of what I feed my spirit, right? Me and Wanda for a while, we were movie trading, and it was a couple of movies I was seeing tell Wanda, oh, you gotta like A Jazz Man's Blues is a very good movie, and she and I ended up watching. I don't know if she watched Passing. That was a pretty.
I watched it.
Okay, so there are some movies that have an impact that leave us or pushes us to really question what is going to be our, small contribution to, to this thing called life and society, right? And when we have such, diverse views as men and women, I never focus on the differences that we have. I always focus on how we affected in a similar manner, right? And it just begs to question, in reference to what Katt Williams is doing. It just begs to question, right? Let me go where James went. Do you know that Black people are one of the only people to have had a particular worldview created about us through media and propaganda? Everybody across the world has seen them big lip watermelon pictures, the mammy with the scarf pictures, the African booty scratcher with the spear pictures, right?
I got one of those.
Now, it's not to say that other ethnic groups are not stereotyped and made fun of, because they are. What I'm saying is that we are at the top of the list because it was systematically designed to demean our public persona and worldview in such a way, right? Because when you have the whole world thinking that you are like this and this is how you are, right? When it comes time for you to present yourself on the world stage, it undermines your credibility and your integrity. right? So what James is offering to us to understand is that there are some very, very key and critical points that Katt Williams is attempting to make, even by his lonesome, you know, in this little interview he did. Now, mind you, if it don't come out in the rinse, if it don't come out in the wash, it's gonna come out in the rinse. That's what my grandmom used to say. If it don't come out in the wash, it's gonna come out in the rinse, right? So we'll see if all this stuff he talking about will eventually come to surface and come to light. Like when that woman embarrassed her husband on national TV. Let me tell you something about come from St. Louis. Let me tell you something about a St. Louis nigga. I'm just saying, listen to me. It ain't that much motherfucking cameras in the world. I'd have beat Jada ass on national TV. And I'm not a motherfucker who put my hands on women. But I'd have beat her ass.
Wait a minute now.
Wanda, I'm not trying to be right. This is not a statement where I'm trying to be right and uphold any principles. What I'm saying what I'm saying is on the basis of the level of her betrayal and emasculation, right? I would have been that furious, right? Because you're going to bring me on TV and sit and tell me to my face that you're having an affair?
He asked.
She didn't ask to bring him on TV to tell him that. It came. The boy told.
But see, here's but this, let's not miss the point. Why bring your husband on a national, a platform that had gained national attention? Why bring your husband?
I think they made an agreement
on a national platform to tell me that you dishonored our marriage vows. It would have immediately turned from
that was an agreement in their
but
marriage.
no. She because she was on a national platform, that's why she used the word entanglement.
Let me tell you something.
She knew a lot of black people didn't know what that word meant.
Nice for TV, but they knew
what it was.
And they both knew what it was. Wanda, and we know that Will was not innocent in that whole thing either.
Flo, James, and Sheila. Let me tell you something. It would have changed from red table to forensic files immediately. Now, Wanda, you laughing. But I'm gonna tell you one thing.
I totally agree with you because I was
one thing.
Like, why Will Smith didn't come across that table on her?
Listen, because they have an agreement.
They have an agreement within their marriage.
What's the agreement? That they have an open marriage?
They have an agreement that they can fuck what they want to fuck.
And you can bring me on national TV and embarrass
But the reason it had to get brought on national TV was old boy told. Y'all wouldn't have knew if old boy
didn't so if that's the case, then why are they all getting upset because people calling them swingers? Don't get upset because if you know you do that, that's what you do. That's what you do.
I think that they were called the swingers. I thought that was Dwayne. I think that was Dwayne Martin.
All of them was in that group. All of them was in that group. Dwayne Martin, Tisha Campbell, Jada, Will. All of them was in that group. All of them was in that group.
Why do it matter what people do in their marriage? That's what they choose to do in their marriage.
Don't embarrass me on national TV.
She didn't embarrass him. He agreed to come on there.
He agreed to come on there. He knew what was going to happen.
Yeah, but he started
He ain't had no choice but to come on there. Then
he didn't have a choice. He could have.
But he started crying.
Let me tell you something.
It was 4:00 in the morning. His eyes was tired.
He was
tired.
Let me tell you
something. That draconian witch he married to. Let me tell you something. First of all, her and Mammy is controlling. Don't hang up on us, Wanda.
But Katt Williams didn't bring them up though.
First of all, her and Mammy is very controlling. Her Mammy think her shit don't stink.
Yeah.
Her mama's a dope fiend.
She'll tell you in a minute that she was a dope fiend.
I understand that. I ain't got nothing to do. This is what I'm talking about now. Her Mammy and her is so controlling. If a mammy would have said anything, if I was we, I'd have put both of them motherfuckers out. I swear to God.
Why you
What
think
the
they kids
So
is even
listen.
confused? They kids
So
is
listen.
confused. If
They
you look at
confused. They
Jada,
ain't confused. They're rich. They're not confused. They're
Jada,
rich.
Jada has already
the
stated that
only
she
one
would
got
not put
sense out of that
anything out
whole
there.
family is Trey. Trey,
hold
Will
on,
Smith's oldest son, is the only one that got sense out of the whole family because he stay away from them. That's the only one who got sense.
What were you saying, Wanda?
Jada has already put out the statement that she would not put any information out if her situation wasn't tight. So everything that she's putting out here or that she wants the world to know, they already know and that they've made peace with.
Right.
She's already stated that. Her
And
and
she
Will
made
are
him look
Listen,
like a pussy on national TV.
that's
he can look
because
like how
listen,
he wants to, but that man is
right.
sleeping on Versace
He
Egyptian
don't give
cotton
a fuck
sheets
what y'all think about him.
while
I wanted
we
to I wanted to
rolling
go
over
stick
on our Walmart special.
I wanted
So
to go
I'm
stick
just
my dildo with him.
Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and roll in the final thoughts. I don't know where that came from. Final thoughts.
Woo!
who would like to go first?
I'll go
Woo.
first.
With a
Uh,
dildo or
I
I'm
think
talking real.
yeah.
All right.
I'm talking about in real.
um my
Final
my
thought.
my final thought is I love this. I love doing this with you guys on Fridays. I'm now
Thank
looking forward to
you.
it. I'll be like, dang, okay, hold on, it's 9 o'clock. All right, let me get
Right
prepared.
on.
Let me get my little stand. I hope y'all do the Young Thug trial, the Rico trial, because it is hilarious.
I'm gonna start looking into that. Yeah.
Because they played his whole song in court the other day. Hilarious.
Oh my God.
But I like this. I like the dialogue. I like the commentary. I like the going back and forth, and everybody's opinions is very valuable.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
You know what? I'm gonna say too. I really enjoyed tonight. I was sitting in this house all day trying to figure out what to do, what was to think about. And then when Flo texts me, Snook, my bro, text me like, "Hey, sis, you know what? This was so fun and enjoyable and informational. I like that this is a platform where you could just express yourself without judgment. That's the best thing. You can express yourself without judgment, and you speak your knowledge. This is a great platform for that. I appreciate y'all letting me come on tonight. I'll be back.
Absolutely.
No problem.
Flo, what you
Appreciate
got?
it.
As usual, I enjoyed. I forgot a lot of things I wanted to say because I was smoking too much stuff.
Even when you
The
got a snack, okay.
I got a half a piece of praise God. Said take eat. This is of my flesh, and I ate it tonight, baby. But no. It's always informative getting on here with you guys. And when the ladies they said preach or whatever, I wasn't. I look at everything from both sides of the spectrum now. If that makes any sense,
Mhm.
everything. Uh, even the things that I've done wrong, I wonder would I, if they were done to me, could I live with it? That's how I started looking at a majority of everything. Uh, when we speak about the dresses, I thought it was a very good topic. Uh, I think I think now is not the time for black men to wear dresses, not now, because of hell, what we see out here now. Uh, I'm not homophobic, but I don't like the act. I'm not a gay basher, but I don't want to think of another nigga rubbing his leg on me. But this is just my forte. You may like pork and you may not be able to eat pork, but this is just some people can. And Some people will not eat pork just to their beliefs. I can have my own beliefs in what I believe in. So that's the point I wanted to make. So even with that said, with the dresses being, with that said about the dresses, it need to be had. Some of them in the back during then, that was the breakthrough way. But like I said, now, no, it's not the time for it because it's glorified now. I don't know half of these little nasty fuckers online shaking their ass and twerking, and you think it's a bitch and it's a nigga. That's fucking nasty. It's fucking it's it's trickery and it's wrong. And if you gotta let me compose myself. But if you gotta trick people, you know you misleading already. So when Brother Sir said earlier, these people that are pretending, as you say or whatever, I feel strongly about a bunch of that shit. If you have to pretend and somebody got to make you over to be, you lying to your motherfucking self already. So if you lying to yourself, why in the fuck am I gonna believe anything that come out your goddamn mouth?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's family members and all.
Yeah.
And I'ma stand on that.
Noted.
Stand on business.
I love y'all. I ain't got nothing else to say if I could get y'all kicked off the air, but I'm done. I love y'all. Yeah.
Don't nobody pay us. So
All right.
So what you got?
Hey Cecil.
As usual, it was a very enjoyable moment with all of you. I enjoyed all of
Your
your
boy's gonna
input.
make me just go to sleep. I'm like this.
And I simply want to say, honor the value of your voice. It represents a single note that creates a collective sound in the symphony of our evolution and liberation. So that's my final thought. And also, I ain't never seen Lou Gossett wear no dress.
What you got? Oh,
He's serious.
I was just
oh Lord.
okay. I would just like to thank everybody for all of the commentary tonight. Tonight was a great conversation. I appreciate you all. Um, as far as the whole conversation goes, I just think that there's a way to do things and there's a way not to do things. But hey, get your coin. How you gonna get it? I guess. Shoot. Because that's exactly what Katt Williams did. He got this tour coming out and we finna go see what he got to say. Um, with that being said, as always, don't forget to brush and floss at least twice a day. Don't forget to smile and hug somebody. They're free. You never know what the next person is going through. Continue to spread love, peace, and joy. And that's my final thought.
Groovy. I can dig it. So my final thought, first off, thank you. I'd like to thank everybody for hopping on and engaging with us. Congratulations to us. Tonight we were able to finally go live on Instagram, and that's a big thing. We've got a lot of interaction on Instagram also. Also, the one of the most important things that I've done in life is to realize that I am not always right. And the honest truth is I am often more wrong than what I am right. And that point of being wrong is the movement and influence for me to figure out how to be right.
Love you too, Big C.
And the hope is that we're all humble enough to take the stance on being wrong and being okay with being wrong. But not just stop there, but continue to figure out how to be right, because that's where we're all trying to get. And also love people. And like Wanda said, give somebody a smile. Them shits are free all day, all day. And like I always say, whatever you do, just give people a little more mercy, a little more grace, and sprinkle that with copious amount of love. So
I ain't got my hat yet.
It's coming.
It's been shipped.
It's been shipped.
It has been shipped.
I was getting ready to call the Better Business Bureau.
It has
Your
been
hat
shipped.
has been shipped. It has.
Hey, can I say one more thing?
Absolutely.
This a final thought, Wanda. This for real. Just listen. And I wanted Sir to listen, but his ass hung up. But
No,
watch this.
There you go.
Now, Sir, I really wanted you to think about this. And this just on that other shit we was just talking about.
This ain't no final thought. This that weed talking.
No. But it's very intellectual. Listen to me. This the third eye is open. I found a way to stop male homosexuality between men. I just thought of it. All you have to do is legalize three-way marriage. You get you the ugliest dyke bitch and the prettiest gay bitch. You put them both together. The ugly gay bitch that look like the man gonna be able to fuck the man with the dildo, and the man can still have both women, and you stop man from fucking man. Boom.
Yeah,
gay being eliminated. Boom.
Good night.
We're going to continue to make it a habit of not meeting people. We think everybody with their bees.
All right, bro.
Y'all already know Flo gonna come with some off the wall and shit.
And that made sense though, didn't it? Make sense. Think about what I just said.
No. That's why
it made sense. It's only one man involved. Think about it. And he has a woman that thinks she's a man that look like a man, and the woman is pretty but only want women and sometimes a man. That way you take another man out the situation. Bingo. Boom.
I don't know if the math is mathing, but if it makes sense to you, we're right with it.
It makes sense to me. Look, you write that shit down and do your geometry on it and tell me what you think.
Facts. I'm a write. Hey,
I hate it here.
Wanda, what were you drinking tonight, Wanda?
I had a peach crown and Sprite.
Oh, okay, that sounds good.
It was delicious.
James, what did you have?
I had some Tito's. I finished off my Tito's. So, yeah. But in the wise words of Russell Simmons, thank y'all for coming out. God bless and
good night.
One time for the one time.